Good morning, traders. Just inform everyone that we are live now. You can go ahead and also share the link. You can go ahead and inform everyone that we are live now. Share the link to your story and to your friends. So, how is it going, guys? Can you hear me and is everything clear? Yeah, I'm trying to share the link to make sure everyone is present. Let me know if you can hear me in the comments, and if you're joining for the first time, just state your name and where you're joining me from. If you're joining for the first time, just state your name and where you're joining me from. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening from any parts you're joining me from. So this is Happiness Hanson, and I come on live here every Tuesday, 9 a.m. West African time. For us to trade together and get to make good money together. So you're literally going to see how I take my trades and how I also manage my trades, just how I trade generally. So that is what we'll do here. And obviously, if you're joining my live section, you need to join with your live account because we are not playing here. So here we trade fearlessly, we make our money. Once we see our setups aligning with our strategy, we'll take our trades immediately without hesitation. So, for those joining for the first time, you're welcome. Like I said, this is Happiness Hansen, and we are going to go straight into it so that we can be able to analyze a lot of pairs today. So, have it in mind, if you have any question, feel free to drop in the comments as the section is going on. And if you also have any pair you want me to analyze, you can also drop that in the comment. So, let me know, are you guys ready? Are you ready for today? Are you ready for today? I want to be sure you're ready for our trades today. And if you've made money this week, say yes in the comment. So I had my weekly prep with my mentees, those in the private group, and we were able to catch good trades early this week. I believe I shared it. So just early Monday, I made good withdrawals. Well, like I stated, we still have the week is still fresh for us to also pull out good funds. Very fresh for us to take good trades. So we're gonna get started today with XAUUSD. Let's know how we can join the movement on XAUUSD. So if you're joining for the first time, the strategy we trade with here is SMC, that smart money concept. You're gonna see how I set my traps in the market, take my trades. Most people when you hear me say I set traps, you'll be wondering, which one is trap again? So today you're gonna see how I, do everything, just take my trades calmly with peace of mind and allow the market dish out the results. So we're looking at XAUUSD now, that is gold. And we're going to read the structure, that is what is going on from here to where the current market price is at, which is this level. From here to where the current market price is at. And then we'll know if we have a setup to take immediately. All right, so let's get straight into it. Now, if you check, price has been reacting on this origin here. We have price reacting on this origin, which gave us a new break of structure. Let me get my keyboard. I'm trying to check if everything is clear. Okay, it's clear from my phone. Okay, let's continue. So we have this break of structure here to the upside. And we also have this one here. We have this break of structure here, which was the last break of structure to the upside. After that, price cleared the origin that caused the break of structure, which is a change of character. And from there, we started getting pushed to the downside. Now we have this origin that caused this change of character, and that is where price has reacted there 2 times. But now this is the current trend. This is what is happening now. This is the push that is ongoing. So to read the structure here, this is a break of structure. This is a break of structure. As you can see, price mitigated the origin. So I'm just trying to map out the visible structures from the daily time frame before we go down to the lower time frames. So I believe these are the obvious break of structures from the daily time frame. So we have a massive rally to the upside. And if you check, if I extend this, you also notice that that is where the current market price is at. But now, this is actually the origin that caused a change of character, but price has mitigated it already. So a mitigated origin is no longer, you know, valid for us. It's more like a liquidity. So now we're going to see this as resistance level, because that is where we're going to see this as resistance level as market is reacting there. Let's go to 4 hours. Okay, so reading the structure from 4 hours, we have this here, which is this break of structure. Now, mapping all these things out, they are very important so that you understand what is going on and, make the right decision when trading. So these are the obvious break of structures. Now you can see the movement it is given. We have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So this is a good example of a bullish trend. And what that means is that if we have a bullish trend, we need to, start looking out for how to keep buying that particular currency, and gold is dishing out that movement. But now it is reacting on a resistance level. The question is, should we start looking to sell as it is reacting on a resistance level? Let's go down to the daily time frame so that you see the resistance level. That is this resistance level here. Should we start looking to sell or should we buy? We're just going to work with what the market is showing us. As it is reacting from a resistance level here, this may actually trigger a correctional movement. Now, if we want to start selling XAUSD, that is gold, if this level gives us, if it breaks this particular origin here and gives us a change of character, then we'll know that the trend has changed from bullish to bearish. So if this level can give us a change of character, then we can position for a sell on XAUSD. But for now, what we are still seeing is a bullish trend. So let's check from the 2 hour time frame. Now, if we check from the 2 hour time frame, the visible origins are this one. We have this here and we have this. These are the unmitigated origins present. So we're going to keep refining to 1 hour until we get to our entry time frame. Now from 1 hour, this is also another origin, that is refining the origin we got from 2 hours, is still aligning. So these are the visible origins we can take advantage of. Let's look at the origins from 30 minutes. So from 30 minutes we have, let me put this, well, okay, from 30 minutes we have this origin and we have this too. Now to our entry time frame. Now the question is going to be, which origin should we take this trade from? If you check, this is a valid origin because if we are reading the internal structures, you will notice that it dished out a break of structure and it has not been mitigated. We have a break of structure here from this origin. So if we are refining it to 15 minutes order block, it's going to be here. So we have a break of structure if we are reading the internal structures, and this is also a break of structure from here. And if you also check from 15 minutes, you also notice that this is a break of structure to the upside. This is a break of structure. So considering where the price is reacting from, we are obviously not going to pay attention to this level. So we're expecting the market to clear it. So our first trap is likely going to be this one. But if we are sticking to the extreme level, this is where we'll wait for it. And now, let's recall this origin, that is this resistance level that price is coming down from. So considering the fact that that is a strong resistance level, if we are going to take our trades on XAUSD, if we're going to take our traps now, we're going to set trap here, but we're going to leave this here. If price should get here, we'll work with confirmation. That is, we're not going to get in immediately or aggressively if price should get here. If the market should slash down, we need to watch the candlestick. Then if it closes with a rejection from this level, then we'll join from the next candle. But if we want to set a trap, that is a pending order, we're going to set it here. While this one, we're going to watch to see how market will react from this level. So I'm going to call out the coordinates for this pending order here. So remember what I said, this origin, we still have it in mind, but we're going to watch how price will slash down because it's coming down from a strong resistance level. We're going to watch how price will slash down. And if we want to catch these correctional movements, which is also very important, watch this level. If we get this change of character, because I'll be looking to catch this correctional move too. If we get this change of character like this, a retracement into the origin, we can catch the sell. So I'm going to leave this here on how we can catch this correctional move. And then we're going to work with confirmation here. So I'm just going to leave the origin pending. While this one will be an aggressive entry, because if price should clear everything to come here, it's going to be a straight tapping. It's going to be a straight tapping into this level. Although if you check below, there are still some unmitigated zone, but trying to wait for it here, um, it's kind of unrealistic. So this will just be pending. We can only start considering this origin if this one doesn't hold. But looking at the current trend and where we are taking our trades from, which is 15 minutes, this is where we should wait for it. And then we can also observe this level. Although this accumulation, they are filled with, obvious liquidities. These are equal highs liquidity. So that's why I'm not looking to set trap there, because if we get this large down, we can catch this sell on XAUSD. If we get a change of character here, we can catch the sell, then we can even drop it to this level. Or if we are setting a trap for our buy, it's going to be this level. So for those that do help me write out the coordinates, please pay attention because I'm about to write the coordinates out on XAUSD. So it's going to be here a buy limit. It's going to be a buy limit on XAUSD. Entry price. Our entry price is going to be 2693.81. Our take profit is going to be 2729.24. And then our SL is around just approximately 53 pips. So 2688.53. So that is it. That's the trap we have on gold. Apply proper risk management. Apply proper risk management. So that is it for XAUSD. So having in mind that we are also waiting for this level, if we get a change of character here, I am looking to catch this correctional movement because this resistance level will send SAUSD down a little bit before we'll keep buying. So let's see if we'll get the change of character, because if we want to sell from here, unless you just want to scalp, and if you want to scalp, it should be from here, and by now you should be taking your profit because this is actually an origin. This is an origin. We're just seeing it as an inducement, and there's possibility that price can tap in here and still push. But we can't see this origin here and this one here, and we want to risk an entry here. So that is just it. FX, that's Prime FX. Thank you very much for writing out the coordinate. Okay, so let's just keep waiting. So for the gold traders, keep an eye on this. This one may give us an instant execution. So let's see if we'll get a change of character and then we can sell to buy. So let's look at BTC. Let's look at BTC. I believe we have a lot of BTC traders present. BTC traders, they don't even, they don't enjoy their weekend. Even during the weekend, those in my private group, they're always trading. So when do you now take a rest? You trade from Monday to Friday. At least the forex market, dishes out a little break for you to rest during the weekend. But the crypto traders, that's the BTC and other crypto, Ethereum and the rest, you guys don't enjoy your weekend. Always looking for money. Always active. Okay. So We are looking at BTC from the daily time frame now. And if you check, we are definitely on a bullish run on BTC. After President Trump's inauguration, it has been pushing the crypto market up. So let's see if we can get an opportunity to join. So having this breakout structure here, this origin has been, very active, this particular origin. And you can see how the market has tapped in countless times, and it's still dishing out the move. And if you look closely, let's just move this. If you look closely, we have another breakout structure here. We have another breakout structure here, and this origin dished out a buy, and we have the most recent breakout structure from the daily time frame here. So these are the visible ones, and if you check this is a weak rejection break, because I wanted to say this is the highest high BTC has gotten to, but obviously the last point it got to was around 109,600. So let's look at 4 hours. So refining this to 4 hours. So BTC has been dishing out this movement. So what I'm going to do now, I want to read the internal structures, because with that, you will know where to go in from. There's also a break. And you can see from the break, price has mitigated this origin. We have another break of structure to the upside. And this is also a break of structure. This is also a break of structure. You can see price cleared it out as inducement. So market has mitigated this origin here. So let's go to 2 hours to know where to set our traps. Now from 2 hours, we have another clear break to the upside. We have another clear break to the upside. And then price is reacting, to the origin. Looking at it from 1 hour, price is there. 30 minutes, let's refine to 30 minutes order block. Price has also mitigated. And then from 15 minutes, it's like we're going to get an instant execution on BTC. So from 15 minutes, this is obviously the break. Now, the withdrawal I made just yesterday, this was actually the move that, dished it out. Just with one lot, and it dished out $5,000. That is what BTC can do. And inside me, I was now asking myself, you should have used 5 lots, but it's all about applying proper risk management. I wouldn't have said that if the trade, actually, turned against me. So we need to avoid being greedy. Okay, now BTC is reacting on this origin. This would have been a very nice tap in, because it has tapped in and it dished out how many pips? That is 28. So what we're going to do, because this is a key level now. This is a key level now. So if we jump in, there's possibility, because if you also check here, this is an order block, and if BTC should put you in drawdown, the drawdown is not funny. So if you're taking any trade on BTC, you need to make sure it's a sniper shot. So if we take a buy here, there's possibility we may get another retracement into this entry. Obviously, if we get retracement into this entry, we can go in because there is another block here that has not been mitigated. Now, if you check, the other block dished out a tiny break or structure here. That's this break or structure here. POS. So as prices are starting, we may get a slash down into this level again, and then we can join the trend. Although the break of structure market has also mitigated the origin, because outlining the order block now, you can see price has mitigated the origin. So we may get a slash down here to keep buying. Another thing we need to put into consideration, obviously, if we get a slash down back into this order block and buy to this level, it's a good profit. We can take profit around this level. But considering where the market price is at now, taking a buy here is going to expose us to a massive stop loss. So the risk to reward ratio is not going to be nice, because if we take a buy from here, it would be ideal to put stop loss somewhere here. And then obviously if we get to this level, we need to be very careful because it can retrace it back. Now check, the risk to reward ratio is very poor. So we need to wait until it dishes out nice movement. Now, what am I waiting for? A slash down here to cover up this other block. We can buy, then take profit here, because that will give us a good risk to reward ratio. But then, if we don't get a slash down into this level, we can wait for a slash up here. That simply means this key zone has been broken. So once we get that slash, a retracement, we can now buy to take profit here, because there is another block here, a bearish other block here. So we can now buy to take profit here on BTC, considering that we have an other block here. So guys, hope it's clear. So that is how you don't, you don't rush into entries, so that you won't put your account on drawdown. This is for those that will come in and just watch trades. Oh my God, it has tapped in. Let me join. Let me join. Before you join, observe things that can, be a stumbling block for you. Okay, so this is what we're gonna wait for on BTC. So no straight setup now. We just have a lookout. Let me leave the origin. So we just have a lookout. Let's see what's gonna happen. Now, if price should come here, will I be looking to sell? It all depends on the confirmation I see, because like I stated, BTC is, very bullish now. So if price should come here, there's possibility that it will clear the liquidity. So we're gonna wait for either a slash to the downside or a break of this level, then we'll buy. So I'm just gonna leave this here because it's going to be our take profit level, because market must surely react to this other block. So that is it for BTC. We just have a lookout, no stretch setup yet, so I'm not going to call out any coordinate. Let's look at GBP, JPY. So for GBP, JPY, it dished out, it gave me good money before, last week, before the market closed last week. So it gave me nice movement on Friday. So let's check to also know what is going on now. So looking at GBP, JPY, we're going to go straight to the current movement, which is from here to here. This is the current movement we have. But then again, we have this break of structure and we have an unmitigated origin here. This is an unmitigated origin, and this is an unmitigated origin. So there's possibility that market is trying to slash down to tap into this origin. And remember this origin here, the price is still above it. Okay. So we're going to go down to 4 hours and map out the visible structures. Okay, from 4 hours, this is the current movement. Let's just take this line out. So from the current movement, what do we have? From the current movement, what do we have? If we are trying to read the internal structure here now, you will notice that we have a tiny break of structure here to the upside. And from there, we got a change of character. We got a change of character. Let's see if price actually tapped into the origin. Okay, price tapped into the origin and continued to push down. So after the change of character, we started getting breaks to the downside because it was actually bullish and this dished out a bearish move. And then this unmitigated order block here, it's indeed delivered its result, but it didn't dish out new break of structure. So the market continued. It just sent back, it caused a correctional move back into the origin that caused a change of character. So price cleared it to the downside. More break of structures. We have this too. And I believe this is the recent break of structure. Okay. So from 2 hours, this being the recent break of structure, price came back into the origin and it is dishing out a sell. Is anyone in on this sell? So from 1 hour, we still have the sell dropping. But what we're going to do from 1 hour now is to read this internal movement, this one here, to also know the next line of action. So this being the last break to the downside, that is BOS. We got a change of character here. We got a change of character here. I believe price reacted off imbalance and continued to dish out break of structures to the upside. So that's the break of structure, and we have this one too. We also have this one that is the last break of structure before price tapped into the origin. And now if you check, we have this. and price has mitigated it. We have this sell, coming down from this supply zone, and then this correctional move. We also have this other block. Now the question is, which one is stronger? If you check the trend from the higher time frame, you can see where we started from. The trend is a bearish trend. We have a clean bearish trend. So that means that the sellers are more in the market. So the possibility of the sellers breaking this level is very high because that is what the trend is saying. Now, from 30 minutes, if you check from 30 minutes, the 30 minutes order block has not been mitigated. Then from 15 minutes, still have this. Now, from 15 minutes, this would be the 15 minutes order block, this one here, this bearish candlestick here. So we're going to wait for it here. We have this, that's the liquidity price will sweep. We have imbalance, we have imbalance from this. Let me clear this so that you understand what I mean by imbalance. We have imbalance from here to here. So let me clear the line. We also have imbalance here. So let me map it out. Okay, so considering that the trend is bearish, but we want to catch this correctional move from the lower time frame because we have every reasons to considering that our confluences are intact. So since the trend is bearish and market is dropping massively from a bearish, you know, order block as a supply zone, we'll have to watch. So what I'm going to put here now is an alert because the trend is bearish, which stipulates that a lot of sellers are in the market. So what we should be doing is to sell. So since the trend is bearish, taking an aggressive entry may not be a nice approach now because we are going against the trend, so we need to be very careful. But this is a valid trade for us. So that's why I have this alert here. So once price gets there, we're going to get an alert and we'll know if it's a good trade to enter or if we should stay away. And now if you check this change of character here, we also have an unmitigated origin here. So even if we want to set a trap, it can be this level because this level simply means that the supply zone has dished out all the movements it needs to, dish out. But if the sellers are still very much in the market, if they break the level, that will be a new break of structure and we'll keep moving. So if we want to set a trap, it will be here. This one is very dangerous. This one is what we can call, there are a lot of inducements sitting here. Now, if you check, this is a break of structure, and maybe one trader somewhere, must have tried to take a buy from here, and you can see he tried to respect the origin, but at the end of the day, the sellers still dropped it. And maybe the trader will say again, okay, this one is very clear, see break of structure. So let me map it out. And then you can see that is where market is reacting to now. But it has dished out this profits and now it's collecting the profits back. If it breaks, it's coming here. And it can still break this one further and come here, then take off from here. That is just it. So you need to just be patient, open your eyes well to what the market is dishing out because a lot of traps will come in. So when you hear me say inducements, they are traps. So waiting for market to clear liquidity is not just about the retail trading terms. When we are looking for liquidity, we look for double bottom, just like this one is double bottom, price has reacted, this is a resistance support level, price has reacted here. So we are waiting for market to clear it, to turn liquidity for this level. But now, when market presents an inducement, it's also to induce SMC traders, you know, into taking an early entry, and then your entry will help fuel the movement in the market, and then it will move to the right direction. So if we want to be very careful on this particular setup, if we want to set traps, we'll set it here. This one is very dangerous, like I stated earlier. So, but we have an alert. Let's see what the market will do from there. But you see these two, market has already invalidated this one, and market is reacting. It can never be me. I cannot be seen taking an entry from this level now. So even if I want to consider, it's just this one and this one. But this one, no aggressive entry. This is the one we can, take an aggressive entry on. So alert is there. Let's see what GJ will dish out. Is the analysis clear? Someone is asking, why don't we join the sell? Why don't we join the sell? And I was also going through the comment, and someone said, I paid for mentorship and I'm here to join the group. Don't worry, everyone will be onboarded after this section. Like everyone, I'll share the link to everyone. So don't be scared before you start thinking that your money is gone. You will get your email. The link will be sent to your email. Okay. So someone is asking, why don't we join the sell? Joining the sell, I don't think it's actually ideal now, because if you had wanted to join the sell, it would be from here when this consolidation is happening. Because now, for this correctional move, this is where you would have noticed the change of character, although it's a weak rejection. And then the retracement, you can join the sell and drop it. But joining the sell now, there's no reason to. There's no reason to join the sell now. So just work with what you see on the chart. Don't worry about what you cannot control. You know, stick to what you're seeing. So we're gonna have this trap here. And our SL, from the comments, someone said gold is about to cross the line. Okay, let's check it out before we finish our trap on GJ. Let's look at gold again. Okay. It's about to, we're waiting for it. We're waiting for it. Nice. It's coming down. A break. The next candlestick, if it's a correctional move, we're selling. We're dropping gold. So guys, keep watching and keep me updated. Let's go back to GBP JPY. So this is a trap we're going to have on GBP JPY. Take profits here. This one pending. There's a lot there. Let's see what markets will do if it gets to that level. So stop loss on this trade is going to be, let's just make it round number, 40 pips to catch 222 pips. That's 1:5 risk to reward ratio. Is a very good trade to take. So I'm going to map it out. Buy limit. Buy limit. Buy limit on GBP, JPY. Okay, entry price 189.767. take profit will be 191.995. Stop loss 40 pips away will be 189.362. So guys, apply proper risk management. You know what is proper risk management for you. If you want to go all in, I believe that is your own proper risk management. That is what you are willing to sacrifice for this trade. Apply proper risk management. If you have certain percent that you always risk on your account, that is also a proper risk management for you. So trading is you versus you. Your account is there with you, is not with me. So at the end of the day, whatever you decide to risk, it's on you. So this is where we'll be waiting for it. Let's see. Why do I have a feeling that I saw one buying from here? And it's more like saying, God forbid, market will not go down to her entry. Is there someone like that? Don't worry. If you are there, we are also praying so that market will not go down to market will not stop you out. But at the end of the day, just have it in mind that we are waiting for it there. We are waiting for it here. So anyhow, you can still make money, but we are waiting for it here. That does not mean we are praying for you to hit SL, but we are just waiting for it here, just so you know. For those that are already buying from here. Okay, so that is it on GBP, JPY. Let's look at GBP USD. Okay, GBP USD from the daily time frame. We've been waiting for market here. Market is reacting from the lowest. I think that is the origin that caused this, overall break of structure here. But I'm just going to map out the inner structures. That is this break of structure here. And then price is reacting on the origin. But this is the current move. This is the current trend from here to here. This is the current trend, which is a bearish move. So that is what we're going to read to know the next line of action. So let's quickly run down the market structure. A break of structure to the upside, a change of character, and then another break of structure, another break of structure here, another break of structure, and we have this one here. I guess this is the last break of structure before price tapped into the demand zone. So let's look at it from 4 hours. From the daily time frame, this showed up as the last break of structure before price tapped into the demand zone. But from 4 hours, we are seeing another structure here. This is a tiny break too. This is a break of structure, and this is also a break of structure. And you can see price came back into the origin that caused this break of structure and reacted, but it didn't dish out a new break to the downside. So does that mean that the sellers are done and the buyers are in? So let's see. Now the market has taken out that origin. We have a change of character now. We have a change of character. So let's reduce this because this is where it tapped in. We have a change of character. And then we have this other block here. So let's start refining the other block and know if that is where our trap will be. And now if you also check from 2 hours, we are also seeing other structures. Now from 2 hours, this is the last break to the downside. This being the last break to the downside, see where price cleared it out. Or let's say somewhere here. So when price dished out a change of character here. Because this being the origin, price cleared it with this candlestick. And, you know, market came back into the origin and then dished out a new movement. So from 2 hours, this one will now be a break of structure. So we are still considering this origin. Let's look at it from 1 hour. Okay. So from 1 hour, if we're looking for the other block, it's going to be this bearish candlestick here, this one here. 30 minutes. 30 minutes, the other block will be this candlestick here. This bearish candlestick here. And then 15 minutes. 15 minutes, this will be the other block, but we have something here. So personally, I would love to wait for it here because I wouldn't want, you know, price to tap me in and put me in a massive drawdown first. So, so from the comments, someone said gold has broken the structure. Let's see. There is no break yet. There is no break yet. Look at it. Look at it. Market is still reacting on this origin. There is no break yet, guys. Don't rush. You need to be very careful. There is no break yet. It's still very much on this origin. So this is just weak out. There is no break yet. See the last week rejection on the origin. That is it here. So we need a good break, then a retracement. This is a correctional move. Oh. You don't just jump into a correctional move like that. It will wound you. Okay. So on GBP USD, I think this one is pretty obvious. I think a lot of traders will be waiting for it here. And sometimes when the setups are obvious like this, that's the way I treat it because I need to be very careful. Because when it's obvious like this, that is when markets will remember to clear liquidity first and before it will move. Because I'm very sure that if you trade GBP USD and you are using my strategy, you will have this setup. You will have this setup. So GBP USD traders, I'm very sure you have this setup, right? You have this setup, right? Okay, so we're gonna wait for it here. If we're looking for the order block on this origin, this is the last candlestick, but price may tap in and extend further, and then we'll have to take a well-refined entry. So let's see. Imbalance, very obvious. This is the gap price needs to come and close up. And liquidity, price is already creating them as it is coming down. So our stop loss is going to be 20 pips away to catch 161. That's going to be 1:7 risk to reward ratio. So it's going to be a buy limit. It's going to be a buy limit on GBP USD. We have entry price 1.21825. We have our take profits 1.23444. And then we have stop loss, which is 20 pips away, 1.21. That is a point, not 1.21622. You know the drill. Apply proper risk management. Apply proper risk management. Okay, so that is it for GBP USD. Let's look at UX30. If you trade US30, say yes in the comment. We have this level and we've been getting a pure buy from this level since price tapped into it. Can see price tapped into it. We've been getting a pure buy, and that implements we're still bullish. So let's check. One thing with US30, once it takes off, let's say it taps into the origin from the higher time frame, it will be difficult for it to give an entry on the lower time frame because the movement is just straight to the point, just very straight. The very stingy commodity. Okay. So if you check, this is the last break of structure to the downside before market tapped into the origin. And then we have a change of character here. We have a change of character here. So let's look at it from 2 hours. Okay. So from 2 hours, we still have something. Now you see what I'm talking about. A change of character, and it did not even bother to be traced to tap us in. It just dished out the change of character and continued moving to the upside. So US30, if you don't join, you've missed it. If you don't catch it early, you've missed it because we have this change of character. Now this is an origin that at least it should have dropped into before this movement will continue. But now price left it unmitigated. So from 1 hour, the origin is still there. But let's get to read the current structure. Now this is what it is creating. We have this break of structure here. We have this breakout structure here, and we have another one here. We have another one here. And if you check, price has, tapped into the other block inside this origin. Everything here is the origin, but this is the other block. Price has tapped in and it's pushing. So what is the next line of action on US 30? So US 30 is, clearly bullish. So we cannot come here and set this trap and come and wait for it. It's not going to be realistic. Although this is an unmitigated order block, or it's very unrealistic for price to drop. But it will still do what? It will be pending. Because whenever price gets there, we'll still look for a buy. So let's go straight to our entry time frame, which is 5 minutes, 15 minutes, I mean. So if you check for 15 minutes, you can also notice that we have an origin here which price can mitigate. So the question is, should we set this trap? It is also not realistic for me because price is kind of very far from the origin, but it will still do what? It will be pending. Now, looking at the most recent origin, this would have been the trade, we should be catching now, but now it has tapped in and it's moving. So now that price has tapped into this other block, we only need one thing from the other block to give us a new breakout structure. That is, if the buyers are still intact, we need a new breakout structure like this. So if we get a new breakout structure, origin must surely be present. Then wait for price to get into that origin, and then we'll buy again. We'll buy again. So most persons may start asking, why don't we just buy now? Now let me show you something, because sometimes you may be looking at the charts. That's why I said no candlestick should be overlooked. Don't look down on any candlestick, no matter how small the candlestick is. Now, if you check inside this movement, this is a breakout structure. This is a breakout structure. And now, price is reacting to an imbalance. Price is reacting to an imbalance, that is FVG, fair value gap. So the possibility that it will drop, although US 30 is very bullish, you can see we've done our top-down analysis from the daily time frame to our entry time frame. Now, price is reacting to an imbalance. This imbalance can drop US 30 to come and mitigate this other block, because this is another block. It can drop it. So if you decide to buy from here, it's very dangerous. So you need to learn how to take smart entries. It's very dangerous if you decide to buy from here. So what you should be looking out for now is a buy, a sell, I mean. But this one is going to be a scalp sell. So for the US 30 traders, let's see if it is worth it. From here to here, just 1:2, stop loss 100 pips to, is it worth it? Let me also check the internal structures there. Breakout structure. There's a tiny breakout structure here. A tiny breakout structure. Then this is the origin. And it dished out. Okay. Dished out a buy. But we are having equal highs. Alright. So if you're trying to sell here, this is a stumbling block. and it's against the trend. This is a correctional move. I'm not going to drop that sell setup, but I'm just explaining so that you will know why we cannot join a buy from here, because price is reacting to an FVG which can drop. So the only reason, or the only thing that we can see now that can give us, reasons to buy is if we get a break to the upside here. A break to the upside, this consolidation that is currently ongoing will definitely be the origin, and then we can take off from there. So now price is inside this FVG. US 30 is generally bullish, so I'm not going to advise this sell. It's not worth it. So these are things you need to consider. You can see before I cleared the sell setup, I had to check. Open your eyes. That's why I said no candlestick should be overlooked. Open your eyes to know what is going on there before you take a trade and fall into a trap. So take smart setups. Okay. So we just have a lookout on US 30. Nothing much to see from this end. We'll just wait for price to give us what we are looking for. A lot of look at gold. Okay. Now we have a break on XAUSD. That's a change of character. So guys, we have a change of character. Now the question is, where is the origin that caused this change of character? If you check, when price got here, this particular candlestick tried to break, but it closed equally. So this is the origin. This is the origin that caused this change of character. That is this tiny candle here. That's the origin that caused the change of character. So this is the candlestick that's caused the change of character. We're going to wait for it to close. If it closes fully, it's going to be a valid change of character. Then we'll wait for price into this level. I know a lot of persons will be asking, why is this not the origin? Yes, this is a valid origin, but looking at the last candlestick before the change of character happened is this one. So let's see how this candle will close, and then a tap into this level will drop XAUS, maybe take profits here. Is that clear, guys? Is it clear? So for those that were observing gold, keep observing it. If this candlestick should close, we're waiting for a retest here. Then let's see if this correctional move will give us daily bread. We'll wait for a retest here, then we'll sell gold. So keep observing while I analyze other pairs. Okay, we're done with US 30. Let's look at USD JPY. After USD JPY, I'll analyze two other pairs, and that will be all for today. So USD JPY from the daily time frame, after we got this break of structure, then price tapped in and is dishing out the movement back to back. So if you check, we also have a break of structure here. Origin mitigated. And then we have another break of structure. So if we're looking to map out the origin, it's going to be here from the daily time frame. And I think this should be an origin from the lower time frame if we go there. So let's go to 4 hours. Okay, so this is definitely the extreme level. So let's say we are position traders or swing traders, we can be waiting for it here, but my dear, I take my entries from 15 minutes. So if I wait for it here, maybe I will take my trades maybe next year. That's when I'll catch this entry. So this one will be here. Then looking at this is the most recent break of structure. This is the most recent break of structure, and at least this one is realistic. So we can wait for price here. Let's go to 2 hours. So that is it. So this is an ideal, you know, origin for us. Let's see if the market will get there. So this is what we have. Let's go to 1 hour and then read the correctional move structure. So from 1 hour, this is what we have. So this choppy movement here, we got this push to the downside. So this is where the change of character started from after we got, the market clearing out all these origins here, these push-ups here. Then this consolidation, we have a supply zone there, which may be very important later in the future. And then we have this break of structure. We have another break of structure here. We have another break of structure. So what happened? You can see price came into this origin, pushed it down. But let's look at what is happening now to know the next line of action. So this break of structure, did we get a change of character? So it's just a weak rejection here. And this being the origin, can see price tapped in but cleared liquidity, but that origin is dishing out some moves. So let's look at it for 30 minutes. Okay, that was why I left the change of character line there, because I know from 30 minutes it will be a full candle. So that's the change of character. Remember, we still have the origin below, or you can see now that we're looking at 30 minutes, the origin is very far away. So we need to look at what is happening currently. So a change of character, price has tapped in and it's dishing out the movement. Okay, I don't think there's going to be a setup for now on USD JPY, because if there was meant to be a setup, it will be this one that is moving now. So how then can we get in again? From the higher time frame, we've noticed that USD JPY is bullish, although I said this origin may be important if price should get there. So if we're looking to buy, we already know we'll have to wait for a break of this origin, this key level here, and then maybe a retracement, we can join the buy. But for now, there's nothing, there's no reason to start taking entries now. Now, for those that will ask me, is this not a supply zone? Because price dished out a break of structure here. I want to remind you that the general trend is bullish. It is bullish. So even if you're looking to, if you're thinking of selling USD JPY, I think this is the better point. But why I'm not even considering a sell at the moment is because we're bullish and I'm seeing more buys of USD JPY. So I just need the market to, show up the movement. So this is for you to know that you don't need to force entries. You don't need to force anything out. If it's not there, calm down. If it's not there, calm down. Last week, we started, this week I started with withdrawals, everything is different. Last week, I started with loss. I hit SL, my first two trades last week, hit SL back to back. I withdrew myself from the market. Came back again the second day. I hit SL again. I withdrew myself. And when I even started making profit last week, that made me recover the losses and I withdrew, my profit last week was from Wednesday. And then the day that I dished out the highest profit was Friday. So that's just how you take your trades. But I know that there are some of you, if you hit SL, you will get frustrated, you get depressed, saying that trading is not for you, someone is monitoring you. Maybe whenever you take your trades, someone will be like, oh, he just placed a buy, sell it, and they will sell it. So just having in mind that when trading, accept both ways. It's important for you to always know what to sacrifice whenever you're taking trades. So that if you hit SL, you know, okay, I was willing to sacrifice this. And then that will calm you down. All you just need to do is look for another entry. You don't need to be crying. You are a forex trader, for crying out loud. Why will you be angry or frustrated when you hit SL? If you hit SL, you stand up and jog small. You collect it, or you just smile. You should just have a way you chest it. And whenever you place a trade, this is how you can also control it, because yes, we are human beings, and if you hit SL, it will touch you that you've, like, money just left your account. Now you just lost money. Now, how you can get yourself ready for the SL is, you know, you knowing what you are willing to sacrifice. That's why I always say, plan yourself well before you start taking trades. If I decide to buy or sell, it's just like these traps that we have now on different pairs. After this section now, if I start placing them, I am going to work with the percent I'm willing to risk, what I'm willing to sacrifice. That is um, what I'm going to place my trade with. And for me to click the buy button or the sell button, that simply means today I'm ready to lose money. So, what am I ready to lose for today? That is what I will sacrifice to take the trade, in anticipation that it will go in my favor and give me more than I am risking. But if the market goes against, and what it will take is what I have, mapped out to, you get a point, risk. So it won't move me that much. It won't move me that much. That is how you can actually get yourself ready for it. Because if you're coming to trading and you think you will not lose money, you will. What makes you a good trader is making sure that your profit outweighs your risk. And you cannot be too careful when trading. It's not possible. All you just need to do is stick to your strategy. This strategy I'm teaching you here, it works. You see, I've been trading, this is 2025, so it's literally 5 years, the business for me. So I've been trading with a lot of strategies, but you see this one, this is actually the strategy that changed my life. This is the strategy that, started paying me money. Like, this is the strategy that started paying my bills when looking at the chart. So other ones I've been trading, it were just me looking at the charts, calling myself a forex trader, but I'm not seeing money from it. But this is the strategy that started giving me the money. So That's why I can, say in my futures that it works. So all you just need to do is stick to the strategy, take your trades fearlessly, the rest. Then why the private community is important is you're gonna see traders, like minds. You guys are doing the same thing, taking the same setups, and you will see, if you are scared, when you see what others are doing in the group, you will sit up. When you see how other traders are, sticking to their plan, taking their trades, you will sit up. You'll get a closer watch there and you'll get to understand all the concepts. So that is it. So I'm just gonna wait to see the next line of action on USD JPY. And look at what's happening now. This supply zone is dishing out a little sell, but it will shock you that this tiny level will retrace this sell. So nothing is ready for us here on USD JPY. Nothing is ready. I'm seeing a lot of check gold. Okay. So guys, I think gold is ready. If you trade correctional movement, I think we can register an entry here. Now, where will this stop loss be? Let's check for where the stop loss will be. So if we're going to place our stop loss, it's going to be here. Let's wait. Let's see how this one will close so that I will know where the stop loss will be. No rush, guys. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Let's see how it will push up. If it should reject from here, then we'll join. No rush. So just calm down. Okay. Just calm down on SAUSD. This is a correctional move. Because there's an imbalance somewhere here. Let's wait for this candle to close. Again, this one, so that we'll know where to put our SL. Although our other block has been tapped into. But then, if we put our SL here, markets can take it. Because from this movement now, this is the only imbalance here. So let's see. If we are selling, this is where we're going to take profit. So please, let's wait for this to close. I think we should even be, I think it will close in the next few minutes. And we'll know if we can actually get in. No entry now, guys. No entry yet. Just calm down. Let's see how this candle will close. Because it's looking like something that wants to spike up. Entry is not ready. Okay, what's the next pair I should? Euro USD. So please, you guys should still keep an eye on XAUSD. That correctional move. Let's see if we'll get daily bread from that, please. So for Euro USD, we have this bearish move, and let's check where price reacted from. I guess it's from this origin here. That's where price reacted from, from the daily time frame. But what we're going to check now is just this bearish move. We got this break, and this is where the change of character occurred. This is where the change of character occurred. And this is the break of structure. This is another break of structure. We have another one here. Yeah, there's another break of structure. And that is where your USD is reacting to. So from 4-hour time frame, yeah, this is the break of structure. So price tapped in. Price tapped in here. Now this one is the last break of structure to the downside. That is what is dishing out this sell now. That's the origin. And now inside the origin, we have this. As inside the movement, this is the last break of structure to the downside after we got this one, to the upside, I mean. We have this. So price has already respected this origin. Now we have another origin we need to wait for price to tap in, which is this one. So let's see. From 2 hours, okay, this one has been mitigated. So if we are looking to catch something, maybe it will be from here, this one here. Now we have a sell dropping from this supply zone. So if we're looking to catch a buy on Euro USD, we're going to wait for it here. This sell is still very much, valid for us. That's this sell. Now from 30 minutes, this is going to be the other block. And guys, I will honestly not take a buy from this other block that caused this push. Although from GBP USD, it's looking very valid, but from Euro USD, this other block is not looking like something that will hold, since we have this here and everything revolving around this other block. We have liquidity. We have liquidity. So we can just put it there pending to see how market will react. But I'll be looking to drop or sell Euro USD. So let's see what is happening. We've gotten a sharp movement here, which caused this imbalance. Price tapped into the imbalance and is dropping to the downside. We need a break of structure. So what we have there currently is just a weak rejection break. We need a break of structure here. We need a break of structure here to the downside, then we'll join the sell. Something like this. Then we can join the sell, book some profit here because this is another block, but I'm expecting it to break and get to this level below. So if you're looking to buy Euro USD, this is the origin. You should wait for it here and not here. Instead, look to sell. Is that clear, guys? Someone is shouting, we should, you guys should calm down. What are you going to miss on gold? Okay, it has closed on 30 minutes, a week rejection, 1 hour, a week rejection. Mm, No rush, guys, but this cell is not ready. No rush, but this cell, you see this cell, it's not ready. If it's ready, we should have gotten at least a weak rejection here, and then when this one will open, it will just be a weak rejection, and we'll get a bearish candlestick. We'll start pushing. You cannot see something that is moving like this, closed fully, and now we have another one. And I'm not getting the rejection here, and I wouldn't want to enter and just go and waste money like that. But no rush, guys. It is not ready. It is not ready. There are things I will see and I will just tell us, okay, jump in, guys. So we need to get that rejection, that weak rejection. Maybe it's trying to push up. Then we'll get that weak. From that weak rejection, we can start getting in. We can start getting in from that candlestick. Or it's closed there, pushing to the upside. It's not ready, guys. So please calm down. Don't worry, the link to my Telegram group is in the description and it's also pinned to the chat. So whenever the trade is ready, I will still let you guys know. But don't jump into that's not how I take my trades. It's not ready. If you go in now and be in a massive drawdown now, you'll start panicking. It's not ready. We need to get that weak rejection, maybe splash up weak rejection, bearish candlestick dropping. Then our entries will be on that bearish candlestick. Okay, I think that will be all for today. So that we'll put that, okay, we are getting something like that now. We're getting something like that on XAUSD. We're getting something like that. Okay, give us the push down so that we can join. Now this is the weak rejection I'm talking about. Weak rejection and a weak rejection and then a drop of the candlestick trying to close up this one, then we're gonna get in there. So guys, that will be all for today. I'm looking at the comments to see if there are more questions. Okay, so let me quickly drop my WhatsApp number so that you will message me there. If you have any question, you can message me there, and the link to the Telegram group is there too. If you are not there, you can quickly join because that is where you will get updates on these trades that we're mapping out here. And if you want to join my private group, that is my mentorship group, which is very important, it's time for you to take trading serious and you know get the financial freedom you need. It's time for you to take it seriously. Okay, my WhatsApp number is in the comments and my Telegram group is there. So you can click the link to join and you can message me on WhatsApp. So just like I've analyzed, you can also send me your own setup. That's if I did not analyze your pair, you can send me your own setup. When you're doing it yourself, you learn faster. So, most of you, I get the comments, you will watch the live section and then when you go to your chat, you're seeing something different. So you can map out your chat and also send. I'll take a look and know if you are doing a good job. So if you want to join my mentorship group, there are three packages. We have the monthly package, the yearly, and the lifetime. So you can just message me on WhatsApp with the link I just dropped to the comment to pick a package and join the mentorship package, join the mentorship group, and start your classes. So it's both for beginners and advanced. So before you join, we'll ask you questions on your level in trading. If you're a beginner, your classes will start from the beginner section. If you are an advanced trader, all we just need to do is brush you up and take away the strategy. Maybe if you're trading something different from what we're trading, you'll have to unlearn that and stick to what we are trading with so that you will understand. Because I know most of you, I will ask you to, just like those, when I ask you to send setup, you'll see someone mapping out break of structure origin, then we'll attach a trend line. And then I'll be wondering, what is wrong with you? What is your problem? Pick one. If you want to trade trend line, you go ahead and focus on trend line. So why will you put break of structure origin, this and that? You put trend line, you put, and you, what is it? Hmm? And then when the trade will go against you, you will say, "Oh, but I was doing everything right. Why did he hit my SL?" You have origin, then you're telling me you're waiting for price to react on the trend line before it to move. Please, let's trade smart. That is just it. Let's trade smart. So, guys, you see this particular SAUS, this correctional movement, calm down. You see what this candlestick is doing. This is giving, it's positioning for a buy. This thing is not ready. We need to calm down. It is not ready. Let's even look at it from lower time frame. See what is going on here. It's positioning for a buy. So that structure that I'm seeing there is not ready to drop unless we'll get this bearish candlestick now. It will just start dropping. Trying to cover up this one, then we'll get in. Okay, I will see you guys next Tuesday. You know the timing, 9 a.m. West African time. So I will see you and we'll still catch our trades. So for the setups we have now, for the traps, I'm going to send them out and we're going to wait for price to dish out good results. So bye for now, guys. And keep your eye on gold. That is for those that are trading gold. So bye for now.